Kanina puro technicalities, 2 days ng ganon, Attorney Jen. Pero ano ba talaga ang gusto natin ma-determine dito sa article of impeachment na ito, yung specific, kung yung threat ba o yung pagkuha ng assassin? Kasi parang kanina bordering on yung assassin, talaga bang na-contact yung assassin, sino ba yung assassin, or yung talagang pagbibigay ng actual threat? Oo.
No, magandang tanong, no? Tandaan natin, no, kung itong alleged grave threat ay isang impeachable offense na isinusulong ng prosecution at ang ground nila dito ay papasok ito sa betrayal of public trust. Tandaan po natin sa kaso ni Gonzales versus Ochoa, sinabi ng Korte Suprema, ang betrayal of public trust hindi kailangan na yung aksyon ng impeachable official ay nag-a-amount to a crime. Hindi porke betrayal of public trust kailangan ay punishable under the revised penal code. Any action po ng isang impeachable official which amounts to faithlessness, gross faithlessness against public trust, or is tantamount to bad faith, or tyrannical abuse of power, pwede pong maging betrayal of public trust, and then it can be a ground for the removal of the impeachable official. So in my humble opinion, actually, kahit hindi ito striktong pasok sa grave threats under the revised penal code, if this conduct will be deemed by the senator judges as unbecoming of a vice president, then it can constitute betrayal of public trust under the Constitution.
Kahit John Doe pa, kung talagang may assassin o wala.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
malinaw po. Attorney Jen, maraming salamat po for joining us this evening.